What's up, guys? This is going to be a video about conditions of the guns. Condition Jeff Cooper came out with a series of ways to carry the 1911, and condition 0 through 4, and it's been adopted by a lot of people, most trainers and everything like that. And I hear a lot of people that's somewhat knowledgeable about guns, they get these confused a lot when it comes to the actual things of it, because not necessarily their fault, just a lot of people get it wrong because the different types of guns and everything like that. But anyway, if you was wanting to know about it, here's a little bit about what I know about it. Also, I'll be putting a link in the description about, if anybody wants to argue the conditions. It'll be a Guns Magazine article found off the internet just to have some backing, because I don't feel like arguing about something that I don't need to argue about. Alright, it is safety checked. But anyway, to show y'all. Okay, this, as you've seen, this gun is completely empty. It is magazines out, nothing in the chamber, hammer down, safety off. This is considered condition. Move this out of the way because it glares. This is considered condition 0, or not, my bad, condition 4. This is condition 4, completely empty, nothing can happen. Okay, now I don't have any snap caps. I wish I did. I just can't bring myself to spend 25-ish bucks on fake bullets when I don't need to. Anyway, now condition 3 is if you load the magazine but it has nothing in the chamber, it means you just take this magazine, stick it into the magazine well, and the hammer's down, safety's off. It really don't matter about the safety or what have you, but it's what it says. If you just load the magazine in there and don't chamber one, chamber's empty. That's condition 3. Now condition 2 is if you chamber around. Now condition 2 is where it kind of gets kind of weird. It's not safer than condition 1. It is considered more dangerous, and it is where you chamber around and the hammer's down. That means you have to lower the hammer. Now this is pertaining to 1911s. It does not. There is no condition 2 in Glocks because it has no hammer. But the reason why it's more dangerous is because you have a magazine in the magazine well. You have a one in the tube or chamber, pipe, whatever you want to call it, and the hammer is sitting down. Now on the Series 70 1911 A1, by Series 70, if you don't know that, there's a Series 80 made by Colt. It's where they tried to modify the design, and a lot of people didn't like it, but some people do. But there's no hammer, there's no drop safety. Just I'll get into the safeties later, but it's not needed because nobody trains anybody to carry like that. It's not really how anybody carries, and it's not recommended. I've never known anybody to carry like that. But anyway, so if you drop this hammer, if you drop it like this, see, there's the firing pin. The hammer just falls down and hits the firing pin, and the firing pin springs in here, and that's what holds retention on the firing pin, and it can move this up. So if you have the hammer down or hammer up and you drop it, or something hits that, it can cause enough inertia to strike that firing pin and make the round go off. So it's condition 2. Glock XDs don't have one. Alright, and condition 1 is where you have one in the magazine well, one in the chamber, and hammer's cocked and locked. That's where you get the cocked and locked. It's because the hammer's cocked back and the safety's on. Now another version of condition 1 on the 1911 is 1911 has what's called a half cock, and that's this right here. And this is recommended for left-handed shooters that doesn't have if you don't have an ambi safety, and that allows you. It's a little slower, but a lot of people consider this a more sure way. I know my dad carries his like this, and that's where you go like that and it's ready to go. Now I'll show you the little things about the half cock. Okay, it's on half cock now, and the gun, it's been safety checked, will not go off. Even with the grip safety, will not go off. But the only downside to that is maybe you could bump into something, or maybe just it'd be harder to do than flipping off the safety. But the real downside to it is if you're trying to take it into half cock, and let's say you're holding it like this, and even the most professional shooters can slip. You're going like this, and it's underneath a lot of tension. So if that hits that a little too fast, you don't catch it in time. That's why I would recommend, if you're going to do that, doing it as easy as possible. Maybe two hands, you know. But anyway, that's condition 1. Now on the Glock version of condition 1, the safety is in the trigger. I'm not going into whether you consider that a safety or not, but that's how it's listed. They got the little button right here that if you don't press it in, it's considered safety. That's condition 1. Now condition 0 is where you flip the safety off, or you have a magazine in there full, you have one in the chamber, no safeties, ready to go. It's live, where you can just pull the trigger. That's condition 0. Now, some of you that might have a 1911 want to know some of the safeties. Get your grip safety, thumb safety, and on half cock, it will not go off. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody. Thanks.